All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SENS, Sensonics Holdings Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that there is a ticker symbol that I have for you guys towards the end of this video that you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. So much potential in growth and just everything about the chart with the sector it's in is just showing that potential moving forward. I mean, like I'm not one to hype stocks up, and I'm not one to overinflate anything, but I mean, this is looking like a huge opportunity. So stay tuned for more information on that towards the end of the video. I also want to announce that I will be launching a Patreon as early as tomorrow or sometime this week, later this week. And in the Patreon, you'll have access to these ticker symbols as soon as I start looking at them and researching them, the ones I talk about towards the end of these videos. Once I talk about them here, I look for consolidation or for the pullback and how it's reacting. And once it makes sense, I share it with you guys to show you guys that there is probably an opportunity here based off of the research and due diligence that I do. And I always advise you guys to do even further due diligence, right? But I am here to make you guys aware, and I don't tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions, but I do want you guys to know that through the Patreon, you will know firsthand as soon as I start doing my research, and there'll be other resources and information about stocks and charts in the Patreon as I develop it. So stay tuned for that. So here we are. Synsonics Holdings Inc. What a run in the last 2 days, right? So from the 12th, right, leading into the end of the day, and from the 16th starting the day all the way to where it ended today, it had a run. I mean, I saw this one running in the morning, and it looked like a great opportunity based off of the volume and stuff. And I was so caught up with other stocks, I wasn't able to take a position or play this one. But it's not only about just playing it the short term. In the long term, this stock has been showing potential, and institutional investors just continue to load up and position themselves with this one. So it's very important to keep that in mind. This isn't just running because of retail investors. There's a lot of investors jumping in on this and feeling very bullish, but today's move was a pretty strong one, right? So let's go ahead and see here how this is reacting. So the 50-day moving average is 439. As long as we're above it, bullish territory. The moment we're below it, bearish territory. So here we are with the support. 478 gets broken through. This could be on its way down to newer lows, and we want to watch how it reacts between 478 and the 50-day moving average. How quickly is it hitting newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear? Now, it's leveled off at 534, but the highest point reached in the day was up here at 540. So I want every single investor to be aware that 540 is super important and needs to be broken through by the bulls so that they can reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and continue this momentum by pulling away from the 50-day moving average. With those two cues and points of reference, and with the 50-day moving average, I hope you guys are well equipped for tomorrow's trading day. And as always, if you guys found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to keep this one on your radar and on your watch list. Massive potential and growth opportunity. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is a big opportunity. There's a lot out there, but this one is in a sector that the opportunity to the price per share, to the market cap, is just so undervalued because it's so fresh and new into the market, and also it's a growing company. Once it makes it, just like the other big players in this sector, I mean, the opportunity will be big from this point moving outwards. So the potential here, according to this platform, their infrastructure and their business goals and everything that's projected about them, it's a big opportunity if everything obviously falls into place and so forth. So when I mean big, And you guys know I'm not hype. You guys know that I don't like to overinflate things or, make things seem bigger than they are. But I am here to emphasize that this stock is a big opportunity. So before we jump into the ticker symbol I'm going to share with you guys, I just want to quickly look here at Genius Brands. We talked about it yesterday, to add to your watch list. So this was at about 201 when market closed on Friday. So when I said this was a learning experience for anyone that didn't know or wasn't too familiar with it, it was showing signs based off of different indicators like the RSI, the MACD, and also the closer moving average, that there was a possibility that this could start to work its way up. Well, it certainly did. It went from 201 all the way to 220. Quickly dropped right back down. So the volatility, you can see it there. Now, you want to continue watching this one going into the week because there is opportunity probably for this one to continue to do this type of movement as long as indicators are showing that. But right now the ticker symbol is kind of fighting, right, to stay above that $2 mark, and it's coming right back down, and it's coming back pretty fast. I didn't think that it was going to come back that fast. I thought it would kind of consolidate a little bit higher, then probably pull back and then run back up. Something like that throughout the week. And who knows? Maybe it's pulling back to this point. More investors look at it as an opportunity, load up on shares, and bring this one back up. So you want to continue watching this one carefully. But this is a very speculative play. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. So what ticker symbol is it that I want to talk about? Well, it is OZON. This is the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. This is the big opportunity. So here we are. You can see how this IPO'd, right, at around $40. It ran up to 50, came back down, and then it ran back up to 56, came back down to 46. From that point forward, it spiked up to 68, and it's cooling off. So the cool thing about this one is that when you zoom in, yes, you can see the subtle downward movement in a very slow fashion because it's only gone down $4. But when you zoom out, you can kind of see that it's consolidating. It's hanging out within this channel. It hasn't broken through the $62 mark, and it hasn't broken through the highest point here after that drop of $66, almost $67. So you want to watch this carefully. If it breaks through 62, it could start to hit newer lows. And if it continues to stay in this channel, all it takes is another catalyst for this to run up. Look how small the market cap is. And what are they? Well, they're an internet retailer. They are comparable to Jumia, and if you want to compare it to the top dogs, Shopify, Amazon, eBay, and so forth. Now, even when we go to eBay's pretty small. These guys have so much more room. So who is Ozon? Well, they are the Amazon of Russia, pretty much. Based off the articles and everything that I've seen, that's pretty much what they are. I look forward to seeing what you guys find about this one. If you want to comment down below, I would appreciate it. Or what you have found if you already knew about this one. But very important to do some research here on this and not miss out on knowing more about it. Because look at eBay. eBay's market cap is 42 billion and it's in the 60s range. So yes, it's almost in the same type of sector, but this is even bigger. Ozon is even bigger. Look at that, 11 billion. So if this was to go into the 40 billion mark, just like eBay, like we could see here, 42, and it's going for 62 a share. There's probably more that goes into the market share, right, of these two different sectors, and then also the market cap and the price per share that make these value differently. But once this hits like 40 billion, this is going to be upwards to, maybe 2x or 3x the current price. Think about that. So when we go to Jumia, let's see how Jumia is doing. Now, Jumia is comparable to this one. They're fresh. They're new. Jumia has a smaller market cap, and they're around the same price per share, right? So there's room here even for Jumia, right? This is awesome stuff here. Now, when you compare the two of them, some people will say that Jumia has a little bit less of an infrastructure or growth potential than Ozon. One is better than the other. That's more of a personal preference, but the top dog here that leads the whole pack is Amazon. Okay, Amazon leads the whole pack. Could these market caps of these companies reach these numbers? Possibly. It's going to take years, but it can possibly reach that. And if it even reaches half of that, just think about dividing this share price in half, or even to 1/3 of this total amount, and look at where these stocks are at. They're in the 60s. So much room here. So I definitely see big opportunity here. This is so fresh, and it started off at a nicer number than Jumia. That's another thing to consider. You know, it was priced in per share at a much better valuation than Jumia to start. Jumia was way back below $40. So this stock has started off, and if anyone that is an investor or viewer that remembers, you know, there might be some of you here watching my channel, when Amazon started, Amazon was around these prices, and it took years to get where it's at. But, you know, I'm not saying these are possibly going to be just like Amazon and that they are like Amazon, but the potential is there. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.